종일토록 멍하니 앉아 어떤 공상 그리할까 나는 꿈을 꾸나 나는 꿈을 꾸나 나는
Now that the introduction is done, let's dive into the subject. Let's go! So first we need to know the vocabularies, and we also need to know definitions, which I have right here. Ecology definitions. We have habitat, population, community, ecosystem, abiotics, biotics, niche, adaptation, chance. And first of all, what is the ecosystem? Ecosystem is a community of living organisms and the abiotic factors which affect them. And this is basically what we're going to be talking about in this subject. We have levels of organization in biology. Like organisms, ecosystems are made up of smaller subsystems. They are also part of a larger system. Ecologists organize these interacting systems in the following way, right here. So first we have atoms, and then we have biosphere, we have population, organisms, ecosystem, and many more. This way they are organized. So first I'm going to define population. A population is a group of organisms of the same species that inhabit a specific area at the same time, such as white-tailed deer in a forest. So basically, a white-tailed deer in a forest is like an example of how the population is in that area. Then I'm gonna explain a community. A community is a combination of all populations of different species that share the same area. The sum of all animals, plants, algae, fungi, and microorganisms that live in a pond make up a community, just like the world or like our school or places today. Next we have models in ecology. What's that? In ecology, a model is a simple representation of an ecosystem used to study how it works and predict change without affecting the real environment. Types of ecological models. We have physical, we have mathematical, and we have conceptual. So basically, physical models, these are small-scale or replica versions of ecosystem that allow scientists to observe and experiment with real-life processes in a controlled way. For example, a mini-mature pond to show how plants, animals, and water interact. For the mathematical models, they use actual equations and formulas to represent how population, resources, or environmental factors change over time. And they help predict outcomes such as how a population of rabbits may grow or decline in a forest. And then we have conceptual models. These are diagrams or flowcharts that illustrate the relationships and interactions between different organisms and their environment. They are useful for visualizing energy energy flow, food web, or nutrient cycles without needing physical experiments. And so basically, they like use mostly like charts to like figure out stuff without actually affecting the ecosystem. Thank you for watching this very educational video, and now you should be able to understand how ecology works and like how it affects, the ecosystem, because like ecosystem ecology, they like go together. And now you can keep building this information on this, because this is basically the introduction to ecology. And now we know that even parts of an ecosystem that seem unimportant can be essential by adding or removing organisms that, like adding or removing organisms can have a significant effect on the ecosystem. It's basically telling us that living things and non-living things, they affect each other, they interact with each other. So if non-living things like that are bad, like I don't know, like gas or pollution, they can affect living things like birds, when they like inhale it or they stay too much there, they start getting sick, or they can get sick or they start dying, and maybe their species can like go extinct. We humans and living things affect living things. Like humans, they keep killing like animals, they go extinct, and that's how they interact. And in Genesis 2:15 it says that the Lord took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. God gave us the job to take care of his creation, the world. That's what he gave Adam and Eve too. And so by understanding ecology, we learn how to protect the balance of life and respect the world God made. So when we understand ecology, when we understand the ecosystem, we can be like, oh, if you do this, this is gonna happen. If you do this, this is gonna happen. And you can, take all this information, put them together, and bring out a positive impact. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.